invite to this wonderful wealth building webinar. It will be live on Facebook in just one moment. So you still have time to invite your guest.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. That some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You studied them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time in them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. I'm challenging you to define your value.
That everybody won't see it. That everybody won't join you. That everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that you are an uncommon breed. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. The people that are living their dream of finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them.
If you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number two, I'm asking you to invest in you. To invest in you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That you don't have to go through life being a victim. And even though you face disappointments, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it, period.
No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities.
And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to the next level. I want to counsel, you know, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor. Listen to me. You can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour getting to know yourself. When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. I challenge you to get to a place where people don't like you, it don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to blow up. You're trying to get to the next level. I need you to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. If you still talk about your dream, if you still talk about your goal, but you have not done anything, just take the first step.
That you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. Don't let nobody steal your dream. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win. You can live your dream.
Well, good evening. Good evening. My name is Sheila Abram, and I am pleased to be the presenter of this wonderful wealth building webinar. One thing you're going to get from this webinar is you can live your dreams. That's a powerful statement. And the reason why it's powerful for some people is they stop dreaming. They feel like a dream is, look, if I could just get from Monday through Friday, and I'm living for the weekend. Living for the weekend is my dream. Well, that's not really living, that's existing. We're going to show you a way that you can live your dreams. But first, let's do a little dream building right now. Now, when I say dream building, it's an individual process. What are your dreams? Like, where would you like to vacation? What would you actually, if money was not an issue, you did not have to punch a clock for anyone, what would you do Monday through Friday? Because see, now there's no more living for the weekend. Every day is a weekend. What would you do? How would you spend your time? How long would you vacation if money was not an issue? See, what's happening is you're actually starting to think, where would I go? What would I do? How long would I be there? Who would I take with me? What kind of car would I like to drive? See, how big do I really want my house to be? How many do you want to have? That takes some thought. It takes sitting back. It takes just spending some time with yourself and dreaming about what you want to have. Now, in that video, Mr. Les Brown said, it is hard to change your life. Now, I want to tell you about any major change that you have needed to make in your life. They've all been difficult in the beginning because it meant breaking a habit, some kind of bad habit, a bad pattern, bad choices. You know, starting a new habit, a wonderful habit, a new change is difficult. And I'm going to give you a quick example. About now, it's 2 months ago, almost 3. I committed to walking 3 to 4 times a week, walking. I tell you, when I walked out my door the first time, I got to the end of the block, turned right back around and came home. My legs were hurting. You just all kind of muscles you're not used to using. I barely made 15 minutes. But everyone knows for your health, you have to exercise. And one great form of exercise is walking. You're walking in the sunlight, you're getting some vitamin D on your skin, you're breathing the air, you're filling your lungs. I am up to 1 hour and 10 minutes now, but it was hard. And after that first time, I honestly had to force myself to get back out there again because I didn't want to feel the pain in my legs. It felt like it was kind of hard to breathe. But if you keep going, you persevere, those necessary changes in your life, they become easy. And once you make those changes, they become worth it. So now, what changes do you need to make in your life to eliminate some of the stresses that we're seeing? We're either seeing these stresses in our own home, or we're seeing these stresses in the lives of our family members, our moms, our dads, our sisters and brothers and uncles. We might be seeing these very stresses from our fellow co-workers on the job. See, they're wondering, why am I working 40 plus hours a week and I'm still facing foreclosure? I'm still robbing Peter to pay Paul, meaning I can't pay all my bills, so I'm going to push this one to the side, throw some money on this one, and then next payday hope I can catch up on the other one. The stresses of, oh my goodness, this is the time of the year that the job typically always lays off people. Is it going to be me? I used to work for a hospital. Every December, I never knew why they picked December when their fiscal year was June. It ended in June. But every December, they would lay off people right before the holidays. So a lot of people are going to work stressed. And then they say, well, how did I get here? How did I end up in this position? See, when you're young, you're in high school, you look forward to your life, and you're starting out in your life, you're graduating high school, then you're going off to college, higher education. You're going to get your degree, because at the end of college, now you're starting your better life. Now you're starting this life to where I'm going to have pretty much everything I want. That's kind of the thinking. Because you're told, go to school, get a job, and then you're going to start living that American dream. Well, you went to college, you graduated, you then had the privilege of getting a job, only to find out it's not quite paying what you thought it would pay, because cost of living is so expensive nowadays, especially if you plan on living on your own. And then one startling fact that kicked in 6 months after you graduated college was that whopping student loan bill that you cannot escape. So you're working your job, you're saying, okay, it's tough right now, but at some point it's got to get better. I mean, I could see myself rising that corporate ladder. Well, statistically, do you know the average job is only 5 years? Now people are having to reset their careers, reset themselves every 5 years and work at a new job, a new position, and they're starting not at the top, they're starting all over again. So there's a startling statistic that I want to talk to you about, other than that startling one I just told you about, the average length of a job. The U.S. Census Bureau, they did a study, and they studied 100 people aged 65 years of age and over, and they wanted to say, where are they? Where are they financially? How are these retirees doing, or are they even retired? How is this group of people doing? Well, here's what they found out. 1 in 100 is wealthy. 1 in 100. 4 have enough money to retire when they retired. See, 4 had enough money to retire at age 65. But the study doesn't say how long is it going to last them. Because see, 65 is young. We're living to 95, some of us in our hundreds. So you've got another 30 years to go. How much money did those people that retire on, how long will it last them? Then they found out that 3 will still be working. At 65, they know they do not have enough money to retire. So they are still working. 63 of them are dependent on Social Security, charity, or they are dependent on family, or a combination of all of them. Because one startling fact, cost of living, just because you turn 65, it doesn't stop. There's no special senior citizen line at the gas station where you get discounted gas. There's no special line in the grocery store where you get discounted groceries. The pharmacy, seniors don't get discounts on their medicine. Unfortunately, what they're finding is a lot of their medications that they need at 65 years of age and over is not even covered by their health insurance plan anymore. They have to pay full price for them. So that's a startling fact. Now, 29 are deceased. See, 29 never got to make it to that retirement phase. That phase where they don't have to punch a clock anymore. They could relax. They could spend time with whoever they want. They could fish. They could crochet. They could play cards. They could do whatever they want. Those 29 either left home and never came back home, or they left work and never came back to work. They worked until they died. In the golden years, 95% of people age 65 years of age and over, they cannot afford to retire, and they will work until they die. So you might say right now, you know what, I believe that because I already see my parents are still working. They have no retirement in sight. Or you're looking at your coworker who's already 68 years old, still working, hoping the job doesn't tell him it's time for him to stop coming. So you're seeing that. And you might say, well, you know what? That's not going to be me. I think the key is I'm going to work faster. I'm going to get a second job. That second job must be the key. Well, a lot of you on this webinar, a lot of you seeing this on Facebook. How many of you know people who have a second job? Are they any step closer to being financially free? See, they have that second job only to find out they're paying way more in income taxes and getting way less of a refund. Or they're spending so much time away from their family and the bills still are coming in. Now, punching a clock for a second employer, that's not the answer. But you will need that second wheel. And I am going to show you what that second wheel is going to be used for. But here's an interesting statement that I want you to take a quick moment, and I want you to think about this statement. If the task, job, or career that you perform were ever meant to make you wealthy and give you true freedom, don't you think it would have happened already? You would be seeing people all around you becoming financially free, doing the exact same thing that they've been doing for the last 30 years. It's just not happening. So, How are you going to be able to reach the goal? We talked about vacationing as long as you wanted to vacation, wherever you want to vacation. We talked about traveling the way you want to travel, in the style that you want to travel. How will you be able to reach those goals? Well, Mr. Warren Buffett, he made a very interesting statement, and this statement is very true. He says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Make money while you sleep. That might be a foreign concept to a lot of people. You might say, how on earth do I make money while I sleep? Because I know I only make money currently when I'm on the clock. There is a way to make money in your sleep, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a few minutes. But let's talk about money. Just a little bit. Money. Now, I'm reading an interesting book, and this book is by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. It says, Why the Rich Are Getting Richer. And it's a great book. There is a section in this book where he talks about money is a language, and you have to learn how to speak the language of money. What's interesting, he makes the statement that the poor, do you know the poor speak a certain money language? And the wealthy speak a very different money language? That's because of education. And he also quotes Mr. Henry Ford. He says, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. And he was saying that amongst the poor, a lot of the times is, I can't afford it. I can't do this. I can't venture on and start my own business. It's a lot of I can'ts. That's the language of the poor. Well, remember in the video, Les Brown says, change is hard sometimes. It's hard to say I can and mean I can sometimes. But let's look at the very private company that owns the printing presses that print the money. It is not wealth. In fact, it's a liability on their website, not once but twice. It is not a store of value. See, when you have to learn the language of money, you also have to learn the language of what's a safe store of value. What has been money for over 5,000 years? What is the Federal Reserve, which is that private company that owns the printing press? What are they storing in their vaults? They're storing in their vaults gold and other valuables. So you might say, well, wait a minute, they're storing gold. Why wouldn't they store the money in their vaults? Well, because the money's a liability. The money is kept in wherever it's stored in their factories. It's actually pieces of paper, and they've got ink over here, and they've got the press, and then they make some money. Now, they are holding gold for other central banks, other countries, other governments, and themselves. And they're holding this gold because gold is a safe store of value. It's a safe store of value. And another reason they're holding gold, now see, this is the language of money. They are holding gold because gold is money. That's something that you need to learn, that you need to put in your new language vocabulary. Gold is money. And let me give you a quick example on how gold is a safe store of value. In 1971, 1 gram of gold would buy you about 5 loaves of bread. Now, $1, one paper dollar, would get you about 4 loaves of bread. Not too much different, but still, the gold is a step up. But now flash forward today, do you know 1 gram of gold is going to get you about 25 loaves of bread, whereas $1 is going to get you about 2 slices. Now, in this example alone, what is your best store of value? See, right here, this is the language of money 101 in plain and simple terms. Gold is your safest store of value. Now, financial experts, this Robert Kiyosaki, that's this book that I showed you a minute ago. He lets you know, period. You've got to, for one, pay yourself first. That's the language of money. Pay yourself first. You're the one working for the money. Why are you not paying yourself first? And then when you do pay yourself first, you need to pay yourself first in a vehicle that you cannot readily spin. It needs to be in a vehicle that you're not going to touch, that's kept separate, a wealth building vehicle. Now, Mr. Mike Maloney, he looks a lot into the economy and into finances, and he also endorses protecting your wealth in a precious metal. Now, traditionally, gold in the large bars, most people cannot afford. So Carat Bars has the answer. See, if there's a problem, there's always a solution if you look for it and are willing to actually take a look at it. Carat Bars International solves that problem. We have a proven system. It's logical, legitimate, and it's relevant. It's for every single person on this planet, 18 years of age and over. It makes sense to those who see it, and 1 out of every 2 that actually stop and take a look at what we have, they want to be involved. It is absolutely amazing, and it amounts to nothing more than a change in the way you think, and apply that to some actions and some tasks, and you're going to have money chasing you instead of you chasing money. When was the last time, if ever, you had money chasing you? Well, Carat Bars International Gold Acquisition and Payment System, it is simply this. You save the money you want to keep in gold, and then you get paid when you invite others who also see the same thing you see. They want to pay themselves first, and they want to save it in gold. You're going to get paid a percentage of that. How simple is that? Both of you are reaching your goal of building your net worth and starting to get out of debt and paying yourself first. And then you're just sharing this wonderful gold acquisition and payment system with others. Now, let's talk a little bit about the company, Carat Bars International. It was formed in 2011. It ships internationally to more than 120 countries globally. It specializes in the production and sale of high quality gold products and small transaction friendly amounts. Now, this is our CEO, the founder, the visionary, Mr. Harold Seitz. He is just called the King of Gold. He's been featured on numerous economy magazines. He owns his own gold magazine, and he has a book out right now. You can get it on Amazon. It is called The Future of Money. And he gives you some insights to what's happening with the different currencies and different types of currencies all over this world. That is a must read. Now, Mr. Harold Seitz has a very unique mission. And when I read this mission word for word, I want you to think of what other company that you know of that has this mission. Now, here's his mission. He says, my mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market and make it easily accessible to honest-hearted people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that Carat Bars help millions find financial freedom from this current system of debt. See, what other company do you know of that wants people to become debt-free? Think about that. And you say, well, wait a minute, how could they become debt-free? Because when you think of other companies, you're having to purchase a product. Money is moving away from you. Well, Carrot Bars, you are simply taking your paper money, transferring it into gold, which is money, which is a safe store of value, and it increases in value. That's how you start to build your net worth. And here is our Carrot Bar. This is our safe store of value. It is 24 karat 999.9 fine gold. You can get it in 1 gram, 2.5, and 5 gram increments. There is a Carrot Bar or a Carrot Bars product, perfect for every budget. Now, we also have a wonderful gift or gift cards, because since we're saving and we're paying ourselves in gold, why wouldn't you want to give the gift of gold? This is the gift giving season. And there are beautiful Carrot Bars for multiple occasions. If you want to say congratulations, congratulate someone with gold, with money, and that's going to go up in value. If you want to say happy birthday, beautiful birthday card. If you know people getting married, start that bride and groom off with building their family's net worth in gold. If you want to say happy anniversary, give an anniversary card. You can make your own family money. If you have a wonderful organization or a team like we do here at Wealth Builders Worldwide. See, when you ask a wealth builder, a gladiator, what's in your wallet? They're going to pull out a Wealth Builders Worldwide Gladiator Gold card. See, there is a Carrot Bar for practically every occasion. And we also have our wonderful Cash Gold. Now, Cash Gold, we have a beautiful Carrot Pay system. We have a Carrot Bank, and the Cash Gold is what funds that Carrot Bank. We have a beautiful app that makes the gold electronically transferred. I could transfer, let's say I have family in, let's say Switzerland, and they have a Carrot Bars account. I could transfer gold right from my app right into their account. It's just a beautiful gold acquisition and payment system. Now, the other beautiful thing is, see, that 1/10 of a gram, do you know that's only about it's under $10. So under $10, you can imagine there are countries that's still quite a bit. It really is. They have to save up for a month even in certain countries just to acquire that 1/10 of a gram of gold. So Carrot Bars makes it easily accessible for everyone. And that's what's wonderful about our products. So you might be saying, okay, well, I like what I see. How do I get involved? Well, how you get involved is, first, you just complete your registration. Get back to the person who invited you to this wonderful, wonderful webinar and let them know, you know what, I love what I see. I want to get involved. And you want to know what they're going to do? They are going to send you a link. And that link is going to help you register your account. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to immediately select the business package. You want either the bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. Now, the reason why you want to select a business package is this turns on the dual team. Remember, Mr. Warren Buffett said you want to get into a system that's going to have money chasing you. This dual team has money chasing you faster than our unilevel position, our free position. And I'm going to give you some examples of how that works in just a few minutes. Then you're going to need to upload your KYC documents for approval. Carrot Bars needs to know who all its affiliates are. They need to see what you look like. They also need to know where you want your money delivered. See, gold is money, and FedEx delivers the money. So you have to prove your address. This is where you receive your mail and where you want to receive your money. Now, the next step is that pay yourself first step. Remember, the experts say you have to pick an amount and just start paying yourself first. Now, this is one of those life-changing events that in the beginning you think is hard. You think it's hard. But I know so many wealth builders, me included, paying yourself first becomes the easiest, most important thing you're ever going to do, especially with Carrot Bar System. My 24-year-old pays himself first twice a month, effortlessly. You decide if you're going to pay yourself first in 1 gram, 2.5, or 5 gram increments, or are you going to start at the base 50 euro minimum? Then you decide how often are you going to pay yourself first. Are you going to pay yourself first weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? You get to choose. You get to make the decisions. And then the next thing you do is you start inviting others. Because remember, I said you get a commission when others start paying themselves first. Well, once you've selected your business package, you also get direct commissions, and you get what you start to qualify for a dual team payout that I'm going to talk about in just a few moments. Now, there are 9 payment options or payment options available in Carrot Bars, but we're going to talk just about the dual team. We're going to talk about the one that the business package turns on, and it turns it on fast. Now, there you are. You have picked your package. And in this example, I'm going to just say you picked the VIP package. That's the very package I picked when I first got involved with Carrot Bars. You get in where you fit in. But if you can get to the VIP right off, start at the VIP. Carrot Bars is one of the few companies that lets you start at the top of the compensation plan with their dual team payouts. You could start there. You just get a VIP package. Now, you got busy. You said, I know Cheryl and I know Dan, and Cheryl and Dan wanted to get involved. They got in where they fit in. They both got a bronze package, because what we say here in the world of wealth builders is, what can you do tonight? Which package can you get without hesitation tonight? When you pull out your credit card, which one can you get? In this example, we're just going to say bronze. Just for the sake of the example. Cheryl and Dan got in, they got their bronze, then they went right off sharing and inviting. Now, they did complete those wonderful 3 steps. They got their business package, they uploaded their KYC documents, and they set up their auto exchange. 1, 2, 3, it's that easy. Then they start sharing, they sent their links out. We got Walt, Mary, Bill, and Stella. They signed up and they said, wow, I could do 1, 2, 3. I could get a bronze package. It's a little under $159 plus shipping. I could do that. That starts off my business, and it starts a dual team. Now, everyone starts to share immediately. And this is how we're going to see money flowing through this whole organization. And all of these people are connected to you. Look at that. All those 1 grams, all those bronze business packages. Now, remember, we said you need to find a system where money will be chasing you. Just looking at this beautiful example, do you see how money starts to chase you in Carrot Bars with duplication, and you're benefiting from leverage? Now, let's talk about how you get paid in that dual team system. See, dual teams means 2. You have a left team and you have a right team. All of Carrot Bar's products, units are attached to them. The gold has units attached to it. The business packages has units attached to it. Every time you get 25 units on one side and 50 units on the opposite side, you get an instant dual team payout. Now, when I say instant, when those units, that combination appears in your back office because someone either paid themselves first or they got a business package, you see it instantly, that payout. It's right there in your back office showing you it's ready to pay you out the following Friday. You see it right there. Now you say, well, how much is that? How much is the payout? What if I tell you, you decide how much the payout is? I wanted the payout for me to be the highest it could be. The highest it could be is 80 euro. Now with 80 euro, that's about $98 sometimes, depending on where the dollar is against the euro, $100. I wanted the $100 versus the bronze where the payout's about $22, $23. But once again, here's the thing. You can always work your way up. You get in where you fit in. Like I said, if bronze is what you can get tonight without hesitation, get that bronze, get your dual team started. Because Karatbars has a wonderful incentive. They are giving you the direct commission. And I didn't talk about direct commissions. VIP has a 20%, well, 25 at VIP during the first 5 weeks, but bronze, they're going to give you a 20% direct commission on all business packages from the people that you refer. So when you get, let's say, 5 people that say, oh, I'm going to get in, I'm getting started right now, I'm getting my business package, I'm paying myself first, and I'm sharing with others. Do you know when 5 people do that, you have earned your money back from your investment in that bronze package and commissions? You've earned it back. And Karatbars is going to reward you. They're going to upgrade your bronze package to a silver package. They're going to just instantly reward you and upgrade you. So now you've moved from that 20 euro to 40 euro, which is, just under $50 with your dual team payouts. For just sharing with 5 people, or for just sponsoring 5 people that saw it. It might be physically more than 5 because let's be real, let's be honest, not everyone is going to actually stop and take a look at what you have. You might invite them, they might say, yeah, I'll look at it, but they don't. They might say, yeah, okay, I'll look at the webinar, but they don't. So you just keep inviting until you find those that will. We're only looking for those that want to make a change in their families and their lives. And now during this time of the year, more people are thinking about making a change because they realize they don't want to go through what they've gone through these last few years. And if they don't do something different, they know they'll be in the same place, if not worse, because cost of living goes up. Your pay may not. Now, this dual team system is set to pay out 180,000 dual team payouts in 1 week. It's going to work as hard as you work. So the sky is the limit. Now, we are paid on a prepaid MasterCard. You don't have to worry about checks coming in the mail. Mr. Harold Seiss does another wonderful thing for us. He helps us build our net worth. Every time you earn 200 euro in 1 week, do you know he's going to pay you with a gram of gold and the rest in euro on your prepaid MasterCard? He's going to pay you in something that's going to appreciate in value. It's like you continually get a raise every time gold goes up. I started earning free gold in 2014. The gold is worth more now. He gives the gift that keeps on giving, which is another reason why we have wonderful gift cards in Karatbars, because it goes up in value and you're given the gift that keeps on giving. Now, the research has been done. Karatbars gets its gold from LBMA approved refineries. We're in over 120 countries worldwide. Federal Express is our delivery partner. MasterCard is our payment partner. And there are wonderful fundraising opportunities in Karatbars. The Vatican, they take advantage of it. They're going on next year, their 6th year with fundraising with the likeness of Pope John Paul II on the Karatbar. Now we have more than 500,000 customers and affiliates worldwide. We're just getting started. I want you to think about, there are a lot of cities, mine included, where I live. There are more than 500,000 people in the city. We're over 500,000 globally. You can walk into a room and say Karatbars and people won't know what you're talking about. This is the perfect opportunity. You are stepping in almost like on the ground floor, getting started. It's like a revolution, and it's not even being televised. We are wealth builders. We are changing the economy in our own home, and we're building our net worth. We're paying ourselves first. We're changing things. So everything is set, but all that's missing is you. If you're on Facebook and you're looking at this and one of your friends, that timeline, and leaders, please share this into your timeline so your Facebook friends and families can see this webinar. Because if you're just leaving it in my timeline, you have so many more people that you're connected to that I'm not. You need to share it in yours. And new person watching this, new person seeing it on Facebook, get back to the person that's sharing it and let them know, I want to get involved. Because see, it takes an invitation to get involved with Karatbars. You must know an affiliate, and that affiliate has to give you their link for you to get started in this wonderful, wonderful opportunity. So what we do in Karatbars, we save a lot of gold by paying ourselves first. We tell a lot of people by inviting them to webinars like this, by sharing webinars like this in their timeline, by sharing them to websites that I'm going to show you in just a minute, where they could see a video presentation of this. And then we make a lot of money. We have money chasing us when people are doing the easiest 1, 2, 3 steps. 1, pick a package, any package. 2, upload your KYC documents, get your account completely approved. 3, pay yourself first. So these are some of the things that we have in Wealth Builders. See, we don't just sign you up and drop you off. We lock arms with you. We have a new affiliate training tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern time. We have a daily Monday through Saturday power call. It's in the morning, 10:45 Eastern time. Saturday afternoon, we have another affiliate training, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Sunday night, we have a fast track training, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We also on Wednesday have a leadership call. See, there are people saying, I'm ready to take my business to the next level. That's what that leadership call is about. Mr. Ty Best has been doing it for a couple decades. He moderates that call. And I tell you, he's making professional network marketers out of all of us. And sometimes we need to know what pitfalls are out there and how to stay away from them. Now, we also have webinars like this 2 nights a week, Tuesday through Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday. And we have it Monday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern time and Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then we have a wonderful free team website. This website is called Wealth Builders Worldwide. It has those wonderful presentation videos on them. And the direct link to that is wealthbuildingsystem.info. It also has all the forms you need to put your open for business sign on right there at that website. There are business card templates. You can get your own personal web page for a one-time setup fee. There's nothing like handing out a business card and it has your website on it. We also have wonderful marketing tools like CDs. This time of the year, everybody loves to get a gift. You could give them a wealth building CD. You could download them from the website, burn them on your computer, and pass them out as a gift. So we're here. Like I just said, all that's missing is you. So get back to the person who invited you to this webinar. It has been my privilege presenting this to you tonight. So see you tomorrow on the Power Call. Everyone have a wonderful evening.